Ever pondered the boundless potential dormant within you, waiting to be tapped into? The human potential is a vast, largely unexplored territory, akin to the deepest trenches of the ocean or the limitless expanse of the cosmos. It remains largely untapped and often underestimated, with many of us failing to push our boundaries and explore the outer limits of our capabilities. Look around you. Every invention, every piece of art, every social revolution, every giant leap for mankind, they all sprang from the well of human potential. But what exactly is this potential, and why does it often remain untapped? Well, the concept of human potential is as complex as it is intriguing. It's not just about what we can do, but also about what we could do. It's about the latent abilities that lie dormant within us, waiting to be awakened. Science tells us that the average person uses only about 10% of their brain's capacity. Now, this isn't to say that we have 90% of our brain just idling away. No, it's more about the fact that we have yet to fully harness the power of our minds to push ourselves beyond the barriers of our own making. And why do we underestimate our abilities? Why do we set these limits for ourselves? Perhaps it's because we're afraid of failure, or maybe because we've been conditioned to believe that we're just average. But the truth is, there's no such thing as average. We're all unique, with our own set of talents and capabilities, and it's up to us to discover and harness them. So you see, we're not just ordinary beings leading ordinary lives. We're extraordinary beings with extraordinary potential. We have within us the power to change our lives, to make a difference in the world, to reach for the stars and beyond. So are we all just sleeping giants? Let's awaken the titan within. Consider Albert Einstein, an unassuming patent clerk turned world-renowned physicist. This man, this icon of genius, was once a simple clerk filing away patents. But even then, he was far from ordinary. His mind was always churning, always questioning the mysteries of the universe. Born in the late 19th century, Einstein's early life was far from a smooth ride. His talents were not immediately recognized. In fact, he did not speak until he was around 3 years old, leading many to believe that he was slow. He was even expelled from school because his rebellious nature did not fit the rigid educational system of the time. But Einstein did not let these early setbacks deter him. Instead, they fueled his determination to follow his own path. He tapped into his potential, that innate power within him, and began to question the very fabric of the universe. His theories, though initially met with skepticism, would go on to revolutionize our understanding of time, space, and energy. Imagine for a moment the sheer willpower it took for Einstein to persevere. To push past the naysayers, to continue questioning when others accepted the status quo, to keep striving for answers when faced with seemingly insurmountable challenges. This was a man who did not merely survive his circumstances, he thrived in them, using his setbacks as stepping stones on his path to greatness. Einstein's life was a testament to the power of human potential. He was not a child prodigy, not a genius from birth. He was a man who tapped into his potential, who dared to question, to dream, and to challenge the conventional wisdom of his time. And what did this lead to? A legacy that has forever changed our understanding of the universe. His theory of relativity, his groundbreaking work on quantum mechanics, his contributions to the field of physics, these were not the products of a man who accepted his fate. These were the achievements of a man who dared to tap into his potential. Einstein's story proves that it's never too late to tap into your potential. The power is within you, waiting to be unleashed. So what are you waiting for? So, what does science say about our potential? Well, let's delve into the fascinating world of the human brain, a complex organ that sits at the helm of all our potentials. Firstly, consider this. Our brains are not fixed structures. They're not set in stone at birth, with all our capabilities and limitations predestined. No, far from it. Our brains are dynamic, ever-changing landscapes, and this phenomenon is known as neuroplasticity. It's a scientific fact, my dear listeners, that our brains have the ability to change and adapt throughout our lifetime. Neuroplasticity is the brain's marvelous ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections. These connections are not just random sparks in the dark, oh no. They are the very essence of learning, the physical embodiment of acquiring new skills, and the tangible manifestation of our experiences. So, when we learn something new, our brain changes. When we practice a skill, our brain adapts. And this brings us to the fascinating concept of the 10,000-hour rule. This rule, popularized by writer Malcolm Gladwell, suggests that anyone can master any skill with 10,000 hours of dedicated practice. While there's some debate around the exactness of this number, the underlying principle is undeniable. Mastery comes from prolonged, deliberate practice. Whether it's playing the piano, writing poetry, or solving complex mathematical equations, the magic lies in repetition and persistence. Every hour you spend honing your craft, every minute you dedicate to your passion, you're literally rewiring your brain, building new pathways, strengthening existing connections, and expanding your potential. So what does this all mean? It means that our potential is not a fixed entity. It's not a predetermined limit we're bound to. Our potential is a dynamic, ever-evolving spectrum that expands with every new experience, every new skill learned, every challenge overcome. Science thus validates that our brains are wired for growth and mastery. And that, my friends, is the science of potential. Remember the woman who gave us the magical world of Harry Potter from a tiny cafe? Joanne Rowling, better known by her pen name J.K. Rowling, is a name that needs no introduction. However, her journey to becoming one of the most successful authors in history was not an easy one. Rowling had been writing since childhood, but her adult life was marked by a series of struggles. In the early 90s, she found herself as a single mother, living on state benefits in Edinburgh. Her life was far from the enchanting world of Hogwarts and Diagon Alley. Nevertheless, she held on to her dream of writing, often penning down her ideas in cafes while her baby daughter slept beside her. Rowling faced numerous rejections from publishers, yet she never let these setbacks deter her. She continued to believe in the potential of her story, in the magic she was creating. She knew that her tale of a young wizard named Harry Potter had the power to captivate readers, and captivate it did. When Bloomsbury finally decided to publish her book, it sold like hotcakes. The world fell in love with Harry, Hermione, and Ron. The series became a global phenomenon, selling over 450 million copies, translated into 80 languages and adapted into a highly successful film franchise. Rowling's story is one of resilience and determination. She faced adversity, but she never gave up. She believed in her potential, in her ability to create a world that readers would fall in love with. Her journey is a reminder that we too have untapped potential within us. It is a call to believe in our dreams, to persevere even when the odds seem against us, to never give up. Rowling once said, "We do not need magic to transform our world. We carry all the power we need inside ourselves already." She is a living testament to this. Her success is not due to some magical spell, but a result of her belief in her potential and her determination to succeed. Rowling's journey is a testament to the magic that happens when you believe in your potential. Are our beliefs the key to unlocking our potential? A question that often lingers in the back of our minds. The realm of psychology has pondered this very notion for decades. Whether we're aware of it or not, our beliefs about our abilities play a significant role in our performance and achievements. Let's delve a bit deeper, shall we? Imagine a symphony where each instrument represents a different aspect of our psyche. Now, self-belief and self-efficacy are like the conductor of this grand orchestra. They set the tone, they guide the rhythm, they dictate the tempo. When we believe in our abilities, our inner symphony plays in harmony, each note resonating with confidence and optimism. But what happens when doubt creeps in? The music falters, the rhythm stutters, the tempo slows. The symphony of self-belief is disrupted, leading to a cascade of uncertainties that can impact our performance. Psychologists have long studied this phenomenon. They've found that individuals with strong self-belief and self-efficacy are more likely to set higher goals, persist in the face of adversity, and bounce back from failure. They're not just dreamers, they're doers. They don't just aspire, they achieve. But here's the fascinating part. Our beliefs aren't set in stone. They're malleable, changeable, adaptable. We have the power to reshape our beliefs, to tune our inner symphony to a more uplifting, empowering melody. How do we do that, you ask? It starts with awareness, acknowledging our self-doubt and understanding its origins. It continues with action, challenging our limiting beliefs and replacing them with more constructive ones. And it culminates with affirmation, regularly reminding ourselves of our capabilities and celebrating our achievements, no matter how small. So next time you doubt your abilities, stop for a moment. Listen to your inner symphony. If the music is out of tune, remember, you are the conductor. You have the power to change the melody. In the grand orchestra of life, your belief in your potential is the maestro that guides your performance. So believe in your potential and you're halfway there. Remember the first men who stood atop the world's highest peak? Picture it. The year is 1953. The world is watching, holding its collective breath, as two men dare to venture where no one has before. Edmund Hillary, a beekeeper from New Zealand, and Tenzing Norgay, a Sherpa of Nepal, are not just ordinary men. They are individuals who dared to believe in their potential. They are the embodiment of the human spirit, unwavering determination and indomitable courage. Their journey is not just a climb, it's a testament to the power of human potential. They dared to conquer Mount Everest, the world's highest peak, standing at a staggering height of 29,029 feet, a feat that had claimed the lives of many before them. Hillary and Norgay faced extreme weather conditions, treacherous paths, and the fear of the unknown, but they were driven by a force more powerful than the mountain itself: their belief in their potential, their conviction that they could, and they would, stand atop the world. Their journey was not a solitary one. It was a dance of teamwork and mutual respect. Hillary and Norgay relied on each other, their strengths complementing the other's weaknesses. Hillary once said, "Tenzing and I, we were a team, we looked after each other." And so, on the 29th of May 1953, Hillary and Norgay did the impossible. They reached the summit of Mount Everest. They stood where no man had stood before, on top of the world, a symbol of what humanity can achieve when we believe in our potential and dare to push our boundaries. They weren't just conquerors of Mount Everest, they were conquerors of human limitation. Their story is a testament to the power within us all, the power to transcend our boundaries, to achieve the extraordinary, to stand atop our own personal mountains. Hillary and Norgay's feat shows that no peak is too high when you tap into your potential. Their legacy continues to inspire us to believe in ourselves, to keep climbing, to reach for the stars. Because in the end, it's not the mountain we conquer, but ourselves. So what does this mean for you? Well, my friends, it means that you are a vessel of boundless potential. You are a universe of ideas, creativity and talents waiting to be explored and expressed. You, yes, you are brimming with capabilities that can move mountains, change the world and touch the stars. Just as we've seen with the inspirational stories of Albert Einstein, J.K. Rowling, Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay, your potential is a force to be reckoned with. It's a spark within you that can ignite a fire of change, transformation and achievement. But how do you tap into this vast reservoir of potential? The first step is to believe in yourself. Believe that you have the capacity to achieve great things. Believe that you are more than your current circumstances. Believe that you are not defined by your past but by your future. Next, push your boundaries. Step out of your comfort zone. Embrace the unknown, the uncertain, the uncomfortable. It is in these moments of discomfort that we truly grow, that we truly discover our strengths and our capabilities. Embark on a journey of self-discovery. Listen to your heart, follow your passions, let your curiosity guide you. Don't be afraid to make mistakes, for they are stepping stones on your path to greatness. And remember, personal growth is not a race, but a journey. It's not about the destination, but the journey itself. It's about the lessons you learn, the experiences you gain, and the person you become along the way. So dare to dream, dare to believe, dare to explore. Start today, start now, start where you are. Use what you have, do what you can, and keep going, keep growing, keep pushing. Remember, you are far more powerful than you think. The world awaits your brilliance. So, what have we learned today? Well, we've embarked on an extraordinary journey. We've delved into the heart of human potential, where we found a treasure trove of untapped possibilities latent within each of us. We've discovered that we are indeed much more than we think we are. We've learned that our potential is not a fixed entity, but rather a dynamic force that expands and contracts with our beliefs, our actions, and our dreams. We've journeyed through the mind of Albert Einstein, a man who showed us that even the most complex mysteries of the universe can be unlocked by human thought. We've explored the science of potential, learning how neuroplasticity allows our brains to adapt and grow throughout our lives, forever expanding the boundaries of what we can achieve. We've stepped into the shoes of J.K. Rowling, who crafted a world of magic and wonder from the ashes of her struggles, reminding us that great things can arise from the darkest of times. We've learned about the power of belief, the potent force that can transform our thoughts into reality, and how it propelled Edmund and Tenzing Norgay to the summit of Mount Everest against all odds. We've looked within at the potential residing in each of us. We've learned that we are all capable of greatness, that we can all make our mark on the world if only we dare to believe in ourselves and strive for our dreams. But our journey doesn't end here. The true voyage of discovery lies not in seeking new landscapes, but in having new eyes. And now that we've seen the vast potential within us, it's up to us to harness it, to shape it, to let it guide us towards our dreams. As we wrap up, remember that your potential is a treasure waiting to be unveiled. So go forth, explore, and let your potential shine.